We base walks up. Welcome to space. Are you new here? Wait, what? Is there no oxygen here? What? 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 Why? Why is there no oxygen on that ship? What kind of hacky business are they driving? Okay, fine. I guess we're going to the forest planet. I was like, I'll be fine as soon as I get... I'll be fine as soon as I get on the friendly ship. Why not? The answer is nope. That's kind of dumb. Okay, well... Is this the original planet I spawned in on? I think so. Apparently there's tungsten in here. Let's see, have I been in this one before? I don't think I've been in this one. I guess I'll do a big murder on that guy. Then, well, there we go. And maybe I have been here. Be much easier. Oh. Hello. Well. Oh. I guess we just took the whole chest anyway. I guess that works out. But yeah, we're here for cotton. And underground explorations. I was just hoping we'd be able to... Oh, I know what I need to get. Wonder if it's in my mod pack. Yeah, this is the planet I spawned in on. I'm pretty sure. Maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we find Tutorial Man, if nothing else. Oh, this looks promising? You have some batteries for me. If Take All actually does something. Okay. Well, I certainly haven't been to this biome yet, but that means nothing. Hello. Can you pokey stabby? Thank you. Yeah, the problem was all of these like human testing locations never seem to actually have much loot in them. It's all just kind of there and creepy. But not actually, well, lucrative. I'm actually, can I go in here? Put the boost jump instead of the slime jump. It won't let me. Well, dang. I guess we'll come back and try that again at a later date. Probably just go back to the outpost. Switch it out. Okay. Unfortunately, we're stuck in this, like, very basic grind loop in this game that I always find a little bit unsatisfying whenever I start out of... My matter manipulator is kind of butts, but I can't... I don't have enough goodies to, like... max it out or anything like that, so you have to grind for the matter manipulator. And then once it's done and fixed up and improved, then you can just kind of do because nothing will stand in your way. But I think I should actually look into getting one of those bulldozers. If I don't have them, I should go get the mod. Because those bulldozers solve all problems. Let's see, are there other games planned for today? Yeah, I gotta figure out what they are. I'm actually really tired. So it's a little hard to kind of keep focused. But I should probably find something else. Because, yeah, I love Starbound. It's a great game to play when you're, like, zenning out. But it's very easy for it to become, zenning out transitions to falling asleep way too easily when I'm sleepy. Let's see, do we go see if I can get a dozer? We should probably make the hand mixers at the very least. Let's see. I'm also noticing a disturbing lack of cotton on the surface. Then again, I do keep going underground for largely unwarranted reasons. Sure, I'm trying to get extra goodies, but it is not forthcoming with the goods. Ah! Might just be the forest biome that I'm currently stuck in. Okay. Yeah, it mostly seems to be tomatoes and cocoa. Was that? No, that's just more pixel containers, nothing more. Hey, leave me alone, you whore. Okay. Maybe what we need is further down this direction. It's not in there. If I want to have cocoa pods, like we are set and a half. Medieval bucket. Bucket? Hello. Oh. These are the weird sentient rocks. I don't like them that much. Everything is aware of me and wishes to murder. But guess what? I've got 2 pokey sticks and you can't stand it. Yeah, it's like no cotton. It's just a like consistent train of things to just eviscerate. I don't like you. Okay. Anything down here, or is it? It's just all boring. Oh, farm. But I actually killed that guy. Must have killed his twin? Oh. It's just a weird chicken pen with no one else nearby. I don't know. Okay, what else do we have? Methanol, oxygen. Puddle hat, biolamp, copperbeak egg. Ah! What the? The mystery box was filled with murder dogs. What? That's... Well, I mean, I'd be mad, but the person that sold it to me also died. So, I guess that's a very classic just desserts situation. Whoops. We're gonna go head over here. I'm not finding anything, but yeah, mystery box was not... That was a wake-up-ish. Hi. I honestly don't know how to react to that. Bewilderment. Okay, this is the planet I started on. Please, for the love of Pete, have some copper. Unfortunately... Or not copper, cotton. But it doesn't seem forthcoming for that either. I wonder if I had any leftover cotton seeds. With a seed maker, I can certainly make some more. We found Tutorial Man's house. What's up, Tutorial Man? Let's see. I guess we can go to the other lush planet if we have to. Now that would be an amusing random item to find in D&D. Kind of horrifying. The box of bad dogs. Only the baddest of dogs. You open it up and just a pack of wolves pops out. Doesn't matter what's going on. And they get bitey. But yeah, I think what we're going to want to do is get that farm going. I was really hoping we could find... What are you? Oh, research. What's this thing? Apparently, it had wood. I'm not sure about that. Can I go back in here? Is this the same thing, or... The internet would disagree with you. Wander, no dogs are bad. There are most definitely bad dogs. I have experienced not an insubstantial amount of bad dogs living here. And yeah, a lot of it has to do with, like, real bad owners, but... Like, I've seen some dogs with, like, next to no training that are just, like, default good. And then there are default difficult dogs that turn real bad if you don't take care of them. Like the dog that eats its own poop nearby, in the yard behind us. And then starts puking everywhere and then barks at it. What's that? Ghost lantern. Oh! I can straight up send away the Rakius ghost. I think that's what's being implied there. That's kind of awesome, actually. But no, I have experienced bad dogs. Like, I'm being kind of flippant here, but my uncle had a dog that was well trained, but it didn't matter how well trained it was still going to be aggressive towards things smaller than it. So like, pinned me as a 5-year-old. And I have very vivid memories of, yeah, just like a really gigantic dog, pinning and snapping at me. It didn't actually go for the bite, but it went like full intimidation mode because that's what it was bred for. It was a fighting dog. And so it would fight. Was never trained for it. That's just what it did. And yeah, like, mildly blameless because we bred it for that. But, like... I know people love their dogs, but there are some dog breeds that are just not people-friendly. Without, like, an exceeding amount of work. I've also known dogs that, like, no matter how much training you put into them, they just don't come back from it. From whatever their, like, lack of training is, or whatever. Like, the dogs that just, like, inherently are biters, or, like, loud barkers. Or dogs that are only sweet to their owners and are absolutely monstrous to everybody else. I know... I've gotten some shit for telling this story in the past, but I used to work as a UPS delivery boy for a while. And there were a couple of dogs on that route that, like, my driver straight up was like, yeah, if they're out, just don't even bother delivering a package here because it's not worth it. They are not friendly dogs. Oh. And yeah, one day I didn't actually know one of them was out, and charged me. I was like, okay. My training was, when charged by one of these dogs, I have no idea if it was a good dog or not, nor did it matter too much. Because yeah, it was charging me and snarling and blah blah blah, and yeah, okay, maybe guarding it. But yeah, gave it a good old wallop. I don't know if you've ever paid too much attention to the UPS driver's, like, diode thing or whatever it's called. Effectively, the scanning tool they give you. They're made out of, like, a really thick, heavy plastic for a good reason. And yeah, the training as a UPS driver is straight up like, hey, is a dog coming at you? Hit him with this. And yeah, it's just like a solid brick of metal and plastic. And if that's not a good enough deterrent, it'll at least give you time to get away, which is like, that's cool and also horrifying. And the amount of people whose dogs actually needed to be smackoed like that was more than I care to admit. And yeah, I still would agree that, yeah, in a lot of cases, the owners are the biggest problem. But yeah, the owner created the bad dog, but the dog is still bad. Plus, I've read enough, like, random horror stories. Oh god. I was reading a random article. I think it might have been old. I'm not, like, a year or two old. It might have been more recent. But it was about, like, some kid sticking his arm through a fence. Like, the neighbor kid sticking his arm through, or, like... But effectively, the dogs on the other side of the fence caught him by the hand and ripped his arm off and ate it. And it... I don't know... No amount of justification justifies that. Owner or not. But at the same time, there's like this huge outcry, and everybody more or less petitioned to have the dogs readopted somewhere else instead of being put down. I don't know. I think a dog that bites somebody's arm off and eats it probably should not be adopted out in favor of like a sweet old pup or something that doesn't bite arms off and whatnot. But yeah, never let your love for an animal or anything misguide you into thinking that it's actually this like benevolent creature. Because animals are just animals. And you can train them to be good, or you can let them be bad. But in no universe are dogs, like, inherently good. Just like, I mean, honestly, people aren't necessarily inherently good either. And, like, it's fun to internet meme that it's like, all dogs are good or blah, 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 but that is how you end up with owners that are like, all dogs are good, therefore my dog doesn't need training. And it's like, that's a bad mentality to have. What if I joined into dogs biting our arms off of what? People are arguing with me on whether or not there are such a thing as good or bad dogs. I'm maintaining very solidly that there are animals that are bad. There are cats that are bad. There's a freaking guinea pig. I mean, it's quite dead at this point, but my neighbors across the street gave us a guinea pig when they moved because they were quite old. And they couldn't take care of it anymore, so they gave us their guinea pig. We had no idea that the little thing was an absolute monster. I felt kind of bad, because pretty much we couldn't take care of it. It was so violent. And I don't know if there's something inherently wrong with the thing, or if it just, truly had been, abused, or who knows what. But yeah, it would straight up, bite anything and everything around it. Whether or not it was food, so you'd take it out to, maybe play with it, and it just starts, tearing into flesh. So we'd have to wear gardener's gloves when handling this thing. And it was like, this is not the cute little, rodent creature that we wanted. So we soon moved and passed it on to somebody else. I don't remember who we actually gave it to. Probably for the best. Yeah, Shell's guinea pigs were adorable. Let's see. So what do we want to make? So I should probably make a workbench. Oh, my inventor's table is probably back up here, maybe? Oh, no, there's my inventor's table. Oh, we can make the universal encrafter, finally. So what do I need for the wooden workbench? Oh, we need timber. I got loads of that. There we go. Why did I put that away? I actually still needed this thing. Maybe. Well, I needed those some of those wooden logs. Okay. Can I chop 2 trees at once? We kinda can. It only works when they're close together. Can I get 3? No. Wait. Oh. Yeah, one more spot and I could have. Not that it's particularly necessary, but still. Okay, nope. Didn't get it. Music's pretty good. So, I wonder where we get the, robot. Oh, I can make storage matter. Oh, storage matter fragment. Well, that's not super helpful. I need diamonds to make those, so that's right out. Where's that super tiny chest? Actually, I have no idea. Well, how have I not started starving, by the way? I don't think I've eaten anything in ages. Huh, this one's not going instantly. Okay, cottonseed. Oh, we need plant fiber to make one of those. Okay. Well, we've got some up here. Guess I should murder this weird horror. Okay. Decent amount. I wonder if I can grow plant fiber. Because if I could actually grow it, that would probably solve some problems. Then again, we did just get a boatload. Has anything changed with Wanderer setup since yesterday? Bigger carrying capacity, which to me is actually pretty important. Let's see. Cotton seeds. Okay, so we can make 2 cotton seeds. That'll have to do. I think everything else requires more plant fiber and... Oh, geode sapling. We don't have any geodes to start with, but still. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if I can make a sprinkler. Probably not. I wonder if we could buy one. Let's see if we can go buy one. Let's see. I guess let's go to the science outpost. I've got a little bit of money. The problem is there's like a bunch of shops here, but they're really awkward to navigate. I have no idea what that did. Ah. They will pay us for bees. Wait, hold on. Here's a question. Okay, so these just... Oh. Interesting, I can hire people. Probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. So I need 6 electronic parts if I want to get some titanium ore. Which, in retrospect, if I could get that, that might not be a bad idea. So 6 electronic parts. What else do we have? Random food. More random food. Okay. Bunch of night art stuff. Not really helpful for what I'm doing though. A lot of rare resources. This is what I want to look at. So I've got a couple of those. I wonder if there's anything I can kind of sell. I do actually have a decent amount of things that can be sold. What is that? Ooh, rapier. Is it better than what I'm rolling? No, it's got a bleed effect, though. Yeah, it doesn't seem that good, actually. I also have a rope whip. I know I do extra damage with whips, but meh. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we want to get more electronics parts. There might be others I want to grab, so let's hold on that one. Because I can actually convert these over into useful bits. Here? Here. Yeah. Oh, and I can just buy some geodes. You know what? I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of geodes. I have an idea. Okay, so we're gonna go farming. I'd like to do some other things, but this will do for now. Eventually, I want to convert this ship into like a mobile garden, effectively. But for now, sort these down. Oh, right, I've got a bunch of, like, throwing things that I can sell. Where's my hoe? Where's my hoe at? I don't think I sold it. I don't see it, though. Because I got pickaxes and stuff. Well, let's see if I can make one. Oh. We should make a well. We can also make a water generator. Seems a little bit more involved. Oh, I can make a crappy sprinkler. Fortunately, upgrading this is going to take some doing. Well, honestly, the well will do. Let's see. Wish I knew the button for that. This is kind of ridiculous hoeing. Oh. Not sure if there's supposed to be this many gaps. Probably not. Oh. I can hoe regardless of all the grass. Well, that's cool. Okay. Next up, we wanted that well. There's the well. Personally, I prefer it when it rains. Because it certainly makes this easier with raining. I mean, alternatively sprinklers, but still. Yeah, there's a mod for garden bots. I don't know if I have it on the list right now. There we go. Awkward. Let me see. So we need... This will sort by what it is. Ah. Farm some pop-tops. Let's see. Farm a bunch of cocoa. Corn. Some amount of cotton. I don't care too much about the flowers. Honestly. What else do we have? Rice. Tons of saplings. Tons of saplings. And tomatoes. Guess we'll work on those. And thank you, Chikira, for gifting a sub to Fulcrum. Let's see. You. Perfect. So that'll just slowly refill me on water. Anything else I should think about? Because, yeah, I don't want to do the pop-tops yet. Not overwhelmingly. We mainly just want to wait. I'm convinced most open-world survival games could be made better by integrating Factorio. You would be correct. Factorio is amazing. Like, the problem is, in a lot of these games with the... let's see. In a lot of games, they have, like... I'm gonna say they have survival mechanics, but oftentimes they're more of a pain to utilize than they should be. Oh, right. I came in here for plant matter. You know, you spend a lot of time planting the seeds, getting it all set up, rinse, repeat forever, and it's just like, I would love it if you could actually do some, like, automated farming here and there. And in this game, you kind of can. Like I said, they're robots that do it for you, and they'll even, like, store your crops and put them in, like, localized storage and whatnot. But I'd love to play, like, a open-world sandbox survival game with really heavy Factorio style automation as you go along. The only one I can think of that even comes close would be, like, rafts? Probably? Yeah, they're more of a pain than they should be. At the same time, they're also shallower than their prominence warrants. Yeah. Like, I got to do some interesting things with Fallout 4. Back when I was playing that, you know, for my many, like, modded challenges. There was a lot of cool automation you actually could do. Like, I straight up had an assembly line for breaking down dead bodies and auto-looting them for me, so I didn't have to. And that was really cool, and I was actually kind of, I'm not going to say baffled, but I was actually really surprised at how compelling it made everything. Yeah, obviously it was a bit gruesome. But, like, say you get attacked by, like, you know, 15, 20 enemies during, like, this big raid on your settlement. It was a hell of a lot easier for me to drag the bodies into the grinder instead. And let that handle it. And then I could even, like, toss all the spare guns into a recycling conveyor belt and actually have it break it down into core components and so on and so forth. And I actually should probably load up Fallout 4 again at some point and see what's changed. I was really hoping Fallout 76 would become this, like, massive mod platform. Instead, they seem weirdly dedicated to making it into a MMO? And I don't really get why. Because, like, freaking, Fallout 76 would have made an actually pretty amazing game had they done one simple thing, and that was just made it local lobby, you host your own server. You know, fine. I'll buy it, well, not buy into, but I won't complain about their stupid paid mods thing. You know, they just keep chucking, here's, buy this skin, and you know, they effectively try and make paid mods of their own to compete with the probably not paid mods that everybody else is making, and you know, that's how they monetize it beyond the basis. Because, like, straight up, Bethesda games aren't... Well, no, Bethesda. Fallout games aren't good on their own. Like, when was the last time any of you guys really wanted to play vanilla Skyrim? Okay, actually, you know what? There's probably quite a lot of people, because people play Bethesda games on console. And so it kind of makes sense, but, like... From my perspective, it was silly and wasteful. I do appreciate that they seem to be quite committed to keeping up with it and, like, actually making it into something. Because, like, we're certainly not going to get that with Anthem. Anthem is going to... well, Anthem is already dead, and it's just, you know, nobody's been honest with us about it. And, like, I will give Bethesda some credit. They have picked up some other development studios that actually know a thing or two about making good games. Like, I'm really looking forward to Doom Eternal. I'm really looking forward to Deathloop. Ghostwire Tokyo, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a bunch of actually really neat games that are potentially coming out. Under the Bethesda banner. But, like, Fallout? Elder Scrolls? Meh. I mean, if they keep to their promise of adding mod support and private servers for Fallout 76, I'll 100% go back. Hell, they do. Eh. Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo looks really legit. Hope it's as good as the trailer made it look. The trailer was, honestly, I don't even know what the gameplay is going to be like, but if it's anything like, if it's just kind of like a bigger city level with, like, what is it called? Evil Within style gameplay, I could work with it. That'd probably be pretty satisfying. You haven't heard anything about Ghostwire Tokyo. What is it? Honestly, super vague on the details, but you're in Japan and there's like, I mean, effectively it's weird Japanese rapture just happened, and you have to fight demons to potentially like avert it happening again, or who knows what. But they just showed a bunch of like demon people, ninjas, and clips of people like just winking out of existence, which is really cool. I have no idea what it's going to be like. Let's see. But, like, I don't know, the introduction was just so stylish that I couldn't help but be kind of tentatively excited for it. God, for the weird teleportation gun. It is nice. Let's see. The E3 happened, didn't it? Yep. Whoops. Yeah, I actually have a video that will be going out on YouTube, I think, in a day. I should probably make a better thumbnail for this sort of thing. But, I'll be kind of going along with the, Wanderbot Prime channel. I'd like to actually put together some kind of, like, well, I already did, actually. It's like 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, I think. Just talking about, like, here's the cool shit from E3 that I really liked. Ah. Oh, there I go. Oh, it's fine. I wasn't even there for those, and honestly, they don't give you that amazing of things. They kind of do. I'd swear there's a means of watering while moving. Because, God, this is miserable. We should maybe go make sure I have some of the gardening mods on. Let's see. So these are all good. Going. Let's put down a couple of things. I've got this slime teleporter. That way I can always come back later. And there's the forager's bench. So yeah, Durasteel and a battery, which I don't think that's gonna happen.